Joining me from New York City, the champion, Joey Logano, hot off the biggest win of his career. Joey, right team, right spot at the end. It couldn't have all come together any better yesterday, could it?
No, it couldn't. Not very often do you have races that were kind of uneventful. As crazy as it looked out there, it was kind of everything went as planned. There wasn't, we didn't get in a crash. We didn't get in, it didn't touch another car that we had to make any repairs. We didn't have any mistakes on pit road. Everything went as planned. We stayed up in the top 5 most of the day. We got ourselves out front when it counted, and we brought that Shell Pennzoil Ford into victory lane at the end of it. It's just a spectacular day to go through all of that, and to see the emotions on your team, your friends and family, and seeing all that at the end of that race was definitely a lot of fun.
You know, I've covered about 30 Daytona 500s. I thought this was one of the most competitive and exciting in recent years. How intense was it in the final 9 laps, and what was going through your mind there at the end? There wasn't a whole lot of radio talk.
There's a lot of intensity, that's for sure, and a lot of radio talk while we were running. We had that red flag there for a little bit, and it's funny because it just got quiet, and I know everyone was a little bit nervous, including myself, and I'm sitting in there just, trying not to throw up. I was so nervous, and you get a second just to relax for a minute, and then I come over the room like, hey, anyone here? Like, what do you think? Like, what should we do? Any advice in this situation? But basically, we lined up, in front of Clint Boyer. He was a great pusher. He's who got us to the front earlier, and being able to use him once again to push us back up to the front again, and ultimately get that big W was pretty cool.
What did you see in your rearview mirror when that wreck happened, and did it affect your strategy there at the end?
Strategy was pretty much pedal to the metal at that point, and I was staring in the mirror and watching where the runs were coming from, and listening to my spotter, and he did a great job on understanding where these runs come from and why they're made, and then I saw in the mirror the crash, and at that point, you keep your foot in it. I saw how far back the 2 cars behind me were, and that they weren't really close together. So when they're a little bit spread out like that, it's hard for them to make a run towards the leader. And then the caution came out anyway. So it was at that moment you have a split second of just, is this really happening? And then you realize that you see the checkered flag, and at that point you just go crazy. It's just a crazy feeling.
Before I let you go, you're 24 years old. You just won $1.5 million yesterday. What has your life been like since you headed into victory lane up till now?
Well, I don't get to keep that, believe me. But some of the perks that come along with winning the Daytona 500 and having your name associated with the guys that have won this race before. You can take all that other stuff and keep it, because that's the stuff to me that means so much, is that prestige of saying you're a Daytona 500 champion. There's only a select amount of drivers that have done this before, and it's something I'm going to cherish the rest of my life.
Well, only 37 races to go. Enjoy the week. Thanks for being with us.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.